Hold on, because the next 7 days, they're not about to be quiet, honey. There's movement, there's shifts. And for some of you, something you've been waiting on is finally going to change. I'm Amy. This is Amy's Insight, and we're about to look at what's coming toward you this week, what's leaving, and what you need to be ready for. There's 3 options for you to choose from. Let's get into it. Hello, my beautiful, handsome individuals. You chose this card. A lot of masks here. Okay, some of you, maybe you're into painting or creative arts, right? This is a week where you choose to maybe not reveal your true emotions. You're hiding behind a mask. All these different colors is giving like going through a wave of different emotions, okay? So you go from hot to cold to being at peace to being a little bit restless, maybe a little bit of jealousy. Okay, so you go through all the emotions this week, or if it's not you, it's someone around you. All right, so where do I want to start? Do I want to start with your, let's do the oracle cards first, and then we will get into your tarot. All right, Spirit, for the next 7 days, for my viewers that are choosing group one, what is it that's coming towards them over, this one's sticking out to me, over the next 7 days? All right, we've got cutting ties. What is happening for my viewers over the next 7 days? What's coming their way? We've got spiritual work. What is coming their way over the next 7 days? Education. I'm going to put that one over here. Hold on, because in my head it works, okay? All right, for my group ones, what is it? Okay, this one, overthinking. Let's do one more here to fill in this gap, okay? Unmasking motives. Shut the front door. Okay. So you're unmasking something. Some of you could be into the spiritual realm, okay? Let's get a couple of tea leaves out here. For my group ones, what is happening over the next 7 days? This is a week where you're figuring out the true intentions, or you're finding out how something or someone affects you and you decide to cut it off, okay? We've got dog barking, advice from a friend. And then we've got purse. Pay attention to your finances, okay? So yeah, so you're cutting something off this week, getting advice from a friend. All right, we're going to put those here. Inner work can help get clear before you move on. You will get insight into what work will best serve your needs. Some of you are trying to look for a better position in terms of your employment, okay? Some of you could be, you're very creative, group one, whether you are doing something or not. Here with a feather, it's making me think of quill, right? And you could be someone that is creative. And over the next 7 days, you are removing distractions. If it's something you want to focus on your spiritual work, it's like you're cutting away distractions and making yourself unavailable to people, places, or things that don't resonate with you. All right, tell me about the next 7 days for my beautiful, handsome group number ones. All right, you've got a lot of emotions that can lead to overthinking, and you're trying to uncover somebody's true motives. All right, I've got like several messages coming in. Let's pull your tarot before I keep blabbing away. And we're going to do it this way, guys. We're going to do it this way. Follow along. Okay. Thank you. Judgment. The Emperor. All right. This is a very important week for you, group one. Confirmation. You are using your discernment and getting your power back. Yeah. You're trying to avoid some type of disaster or some type of setback. Some of you, what I'm getting is that if you are someone that is employed, you're finding out the reasons why things have not been cleared from your schedule, why things are so complicated. You're finding ways to improve how you show up in service, how you perform, right? Others of you, It's like you're deciding to cut ties with your employer because you're looking for something better. This place that you're at doesn't allow you to grow. And maybe you seek advice or guidance from someone, maybe a friend. Okay. Those of you that are into spirituality, maybe you're a tarot reader, an astrologer, right? You're cutting away distractions that have prevented you from growing. Right. And it's like you get clear on what it is that you need to do or what it is that you want to accomplish in order for you to find the way. There's a little bit of fear or a little bit of resistance that has been delaying your progress. However, you will see a sign or get some confirmation. For you, the sign is going to be a star. I will pull some charms. I never really pull charms anymore, but I feel like I'm going to pull charms to give you indicators of what it is that you're going to come across or see throughout the week. Okay. So if you've been asking for a sign, you're going to get it. Or maybe you feel lost and you're being advised not to feel lost because what it is that you need is coming for you. The confirmation that you're seeking is coming. Now, here with unmasking motives and death, again, I feel like you're severing ties maybe with someone because you uncover who they really are. And if it's not a person, it's a place, it's a job, it's something, because you feel like something goes around in a spiral, and then we have the tower at the back of the deck in the reverse. It's like, again, you're not trying to repeat cycles of remaining in a loop. Doesn't this kind of look like a hurricane or like a cyclone or something where like any minute this guy's going to be sucked into that hole, know what I mean? And it's like you're trying to avoid that. All right, but then there's all these horses running left and right and all over the place, and you're like, fuck, okay. Fuck, there's too much, okay, sheesh. So we got Scorpio showing up, we've got Aquarius, we've got Leo, we've got the Empress. Like I said, I feel it's a huge week for you. It's a breakthrough moment. With Judgment, it's like you're awakened to the possibility. For some of you, you're getting advice on your finances, how it is that you can pay down a debt, what it is that you need to do, what you need to give up so that you can not feel like you're robbing Peter to pay Paul. Okay. So it's one of those things where it's like, oh, sheesh, I have to pay this and that and all the things. I need to cut off cable because you know what? I don't really watch TV. So, yeah, I don't need cable. It's like you're itemizing things that have been eating away at you, right? At your finances, even. Here with education, this is how you end the week. So you start off the week a bit worried, a bit like, okay, what is blocking my blessing? Here with education, you may need to take a class or do research to find a better position, or you may find yourself writing a book or teaching others. Some of you, maybe you resonate as teachers. Whatever the case is, what hasn't worked out for you, you're finding the guidance. Okay, that's point blank period. That's what's coming through regardless of what your situation is. All right. But for you, I feel not specifically, for the most part, I feel that for most of you, it's pertaining to your career path. All right. How it is like here with unmasking motives, it's like your own motives. Okay. Are you in a job that is fulfilling, or do you want to do something else? Maybe some of you have been teachers for a long time and now you want to go into guidance counseling. All right. Because here with advice from a friend, I'm thinking like you're loyal to the field. Maybe you really care about kids. You really care about educating others. And with the King of Pentacles, it's like you start investing into this so it can lead to a very stable position in life, or liberating yourself from having to be under the guise of someone, or under somebody else's finger, or under somebody else's thumb. It's like some of you, whoever you are, whatever you do, honey, you are someone that is very educated. I want you to know people respect and admire you. They think that you are someone that's very dedicated, very loyal, that you care about the work that you do, that you're not someone that half-asses anything. And that's why there's so much pressure on you. Not every single, but for the most part, you got 4 major arcana in a 5-card spread. That says a lot. That says that this week, something is happening to where maybe I'm a teacher. I love teaching, but it's not paying me enough. I keep saying teacher, so you're most likely a teacher, honey, okay? Or you do something spiritual, okay? So, are you work in healthcare or something like that? You are someone that plays a supportive role to others, and it's like you help others. If this is not you severing ties with something or someone, there's someone that you're guiding this week because they've been overthinking. Maybe you are a counselor, okay? Or maybe you're a spiritual counselor. Maybe you are a counselor or even an attorney, or you're someone that gives advice and your advice is worth gold, I'm getting to say. Okay, so you're helping someone out this week by being there for them, and also by something that you tell them changes their life for the better. It's like you're telling someone, this is what you need to cut out. So put yourself where you fit, whether you're the one that has this breakthrough or you help someone come to terms with their own breakthrough. All right. So that's what I see for you over the next 7 days. Let's get you some advice here or some guidance. There I go with the word guidance again. So comment down below. What do you do, honey? All right. What is it? What do you do for a profession, or what do you do for a living? All right, Spirit, for my group 1, what advice do you have for them? What does my group 1 need to hear? Okay, we got this one. We got hunger. We got fear. What does my group 1 need to know? What is the advice? Intuition. And last card, we've got ideation. So you're someone that you feel like if you make a certain move, you're not protected. All right. You're ambitious, but at the same time, you have fear that's holding you back. Trust your intuition. Follow those creative ideas. Some of you, I feel strongly that you are birthing something new or creating something that is going to be quite impressive and can lead to financial abundance in the long-term future. And with that, I'm closing, honey. If you found this reading insightful, if you enjoyed it, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things. I appreciate you. And I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 2. Those of you that chose this card. Beautiful. Some of you could be dreaming. Your dream state could be of significance, getting messages in your dream, or you're someone that's very intuitive, or maybe you're a Pisces or a Cancer. Okay. So it's a beautiful little image here. Yeah. Astrology could be significant. Some of you are getting an astrology reading, or you are an astrologer. All right, before we get into your full-on reading, let's pull your tarot, your oracle cards first. All right, Spirit, for my beautiful handsome group number 2s, tell me about their week ahead. What can they expect? What's going on for them over the next 7 days? My beautiful handsome group 2s. What is happening? What's their starting energy? I can't even say starting. Starting energy. What's the main event? All right. This one. Oh, we've got adventure. Doesn't that kind of look like that? Like there's a sky with stars here, and here we have a sky full of stars. Isn't there a song, Coldplay could be significant? Maybe that's one of the bands that you listen to. We've got reflection. This is my intuitive pile for sure. Very intuitive individuals. Okay. We got 2. Let's keep them. Back of the deck, we got magic. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want. The sky is the limit. Okay, I'm getting you go from blue skies to red skies. Something lights you up, or there's a fire inside of you. Okay. And then we've got education and journey. All right, group 1 just got this card. So maybe some of you were drawn to group 1. Doesn't have to be. There might be messages in there for you if you were. All right, Spirit, for my group 2s, tell me about their week ahead. What do they need to know? What don't they see coming? What's the action or the peak this week? Peak this week, that rhymed. Ulterior motives. For my group 2, keeping up appearances. And then you have this one as a bonus. Shocking discovery. Okay, so a shocking discovery could be of significance. You got a bunch of cards. All right, so this is a week where you feel that you need this sense of adventure. Some of you could go outdoors, go like camping or doing things underneath the skies, right? Or maybe you like gazing up at the sky. But this week, you're focused on your financial goals. All right. There's a big hurdle that you've got to overcome. And for some of you, maybe you're overwhelmed at the start of the week. Like you're thinking about, shit, I got to pay this, then the third. I'm so stressed out. All right. And it's like you're taking the time this week to figure it out, like what you need to do to get these things under control. All right. Like, you're going back and seeing like, okay, where do I need to tighten my belt financially? And you're discovering the reason why you've been, maybe spending too much money on something, okay? And you're educating yourself, or some of you might identify as writers, but you could end up looking for a new place to work, or maybe you're scoping out a place of travel, right? Like planning your next vacation or something. Do I have enough money to make this happen? Maybe you're looking at documentaries or watching documentaries on places, and it's like, I want to travel, I want to do this and that, but what do I need to do? Right. So some of you, let's see, let's pull the rest of your tarot before we go in, because this could go a number of ways. But I do feel strongly that your focus is on finances and whether a trip can happen or not. Some of you might be shocked to discover that actually planning a trip or going on a trip is not as impossible as you thought. I almost forgot your tea leaves here, honey. All right, Spirit, for my group twos, what is happening this week? What do they need to be aware of this week? Opportunity or windfall. That's a lot. Okay, if the carrot comes out, then it's meant for you. If not, it was a fluke. Okay, pale and tortoise. Okay, there was another one that flipped over. You know what? I think the carrot belongs here. All right, well, let's just keep the fox then. So, time to get out of a situation. And then we've got tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. And then we've got fox, shrewdness and resourcefulness, especially in business. And you got a month, the month of May. So some of you, maybe you're taking a trip in the month of May, or the month of May is relevant some way, somehow. So you are going to be very slick this week, group two, to get out of a situation that is less than ideal. And that's what you're working through. It's like you have some type of breakthrough here, or you find out information that can help you. All right, Spirit, tell me about my group ones. What is the week looking like for them? For my beautiful, handsome individuals. Some of you with the fox and the keeping up appearances and ulterior motives, it's like this, like you're discovering here that someone doesn't have the type of lifestyle that they portray to have. Okay, like someone is full of crap. Like all this time, I thought that person, they were keeping up with the Joneses, but no. Knight of Cups in the reverse. Eight of Wands in the reverse. The Moon. The High Priestess. And the Lovers. Oh, they're naked. I forgot. Hold on. I forget that some of these bitches are naked, so we need to cover her boobies, her coochie, and his dangalanga. All right, hold on. Don't peek. Okay, her hoo-ha's still out there. Well, you can't even tell it's a hoo-ha, but anyways. All right, so, opportunity here with the Page of Pentacles. All right, so my group twos. There is a trip that you want to take, and it feels like you're looking at your budget and you're like, oh, crap, it's not the right time. So it's like you're making adjustments in order to make this happen, or to make the planning of it happen. And yeah, you're figuring out what you want to do. It says you knowing what you don't like will show you what you truly love. Okay, so you have this strong urge to travel, confirmation, all right? This sense of adventure. You're longing for it. It's something that maybe you did before, you miss it. Some of you have gone camping and that's what you're trying to do, like be outdoors in nature. Maybe you take a little bit of time to get out there. But I do see like this is a very intellectual group. You like to explore other cultures, other worldly things, and you're like, okay, I dream of going somewhere distant, somewhere far away. Maybe, you're watching documentaries on space, but it's like you're fascinated and you're looking at all this through the lens of a child. You're educating yourself. You want to know the past and how it's molded the future. Like it's a week of, I don't feel like it's too crazy for you, but that's for my first group because I feel that there's several of you that this could apply in different ways. So the first group is about like, what do I need to do to get my sense of adventure on there? Where do I need to cut back so I can save money so I can go and take this trip? Because I want to uncover the unknown. Some of you are fascinated by the occult. Your dream time is very significant. Some of you are psychic, intuitive. You're my tarot readers, my mediums, you guys, you know what's up. Okay. You're very watery, very psychic. Some of you could be Pisces or Cancer. I see Gemini here as well as Scorpio. So you're really feeling the feels and you're understanding the reason why things are delayed. And you're also in your dream time, you could uncover a secret or something that's been locked away, whether it is about a person, only you'll know that. Okay. But it's like something that you wanted to know about is going to come through in the dream time or while you're meditating very deeply. Kind of like when you're in that, this meditation isn't, how can I put this? It's when you are, it's kind of like remote viewing. Maybe you're into that where you channel messages, right? Or it's like you're awake, but you're receiving information. It's giving me Edgar Casey vibes. I know I've brought him up on my channel before. I just love Edgar Casey and all the things, right? Maybe you look into him, right? Or you do some research on him and you discover that you have some similarities there because you're like, if you don't resonate as someone that is a tarot reader or a psychic or something, it's like, this is the week that you're going to be shown that you are. And for you, it's a shock because it's like your intuition is unleashed in a very shocking way. Okay. And it's like all this time, I didn't know that I was this psychic. It's like there's a prediction of yours that's coming true. You're going to see it in a tangible way. And what you do with this is completely up to you. So you start off the week with this whole longing sense of, I wish, this would happen, or I wish this. And something happens this week to redirect your attention to something else or something that you'd forgotten about. Hopefully that makes sense. I don't want to pull more clarifiers because I don't want these readings to be too long and for you to get bored and tap out, okay? But what I will tell you, honey, is that you are very clever. Trust that intuition of yours because it's going to take you places where it's impressive. Some of you could have your what do you call it? Your lineage in Egypt, or you want to travel here to the Middle East or something. It's like reading old scriptures or old texts, or maybe this is something that you watch a documentary on. All right. And it's like you want to know more. You want to know more about spirituality. And here it's like your predictions are coming true. And it's like it freaks you out. It freaks you out with how intuitive you are. And it's like all this time, like I said this was going to happen. And yep, there it happened. I said this and yep, there it is. Right. And it's not just you that is noticing, it's people around you. So some of you might have formal training or decide, right? Because with the Lovers here, it's about choice. What are you going to choose to do? Because it's like your gifts are unleashing this week. And this revelation is like, okay, how can I brush up on my skills, or how can I improve, or how can I elevate my skill set? All right. Now, for those of you where it's like you're not at that level yet of your spiritual awakening, or maybe it's something that's totally not in alignment for you, then it could mean about your finances, because it's you wanting to go somewhere and plan things out. And here, what you're uncovering is, where are you not seeing that you're investing your time and energy into, right? Or why is it that you want to go somewhere? Do you need time on your own? Are you feeling a little bit depressed? Are you like, why do you feel the need, right? Because some of you, I get like a group that has been through something difficult, and it's like you want to take some time to isolate. And I see you returning somewhere that you've been to, whether it's a park, a forest, or somewhere like that, or being out in nature is going to help you feel better. It's going to enlighten you, to clear things up for you. You're being advised to spend time in nature if you can, whether you are spiritual or not. It would do you a world of good to, go outside, look at the stars, spend some time there. All right. But it's a big week for you, honey, as well. You've got 3 major arcana here, and it's mostly tied to your own intuition and unleashing it, tapping into it. Okay. So let's get you advice so we can wrap up your reading. Spirit, for my group 3. What do they need to know about their next 7 days? What advice and guidance do you have here for my beautiful, handsome group? Group 2 is not 3. We got anxiety. Fear. For my group 2s, what's going on? What advice do you have? Stop. Stop the fear. Stop the anxiety, honey. Okay. And last card for my group 2s. Cleanse. Okay. And then we've got energy and rejection and space. Okay, look. And don't worry about that, about them. I'm not taking reversals on these cards. But the energy within you, you've been blocking it off, or you've been putting a stop to it out of fear, out of anxiety. Sometimes the things that you think about or the things that you feel make you second guess your gifts. I don't care what you've thought up until this point. You're someone that is psychic or very tapped in, and you're just being advised to work with that energy rather than run from it and fear it. Because some of you tend to block it off. Here with the 8 of Wands in the reverse. It's like, no, I don't want to tap in, or I don't want to see things, or I don't want to see spirits, or I don't want to hear them, and it's like, no, you're not gonna, it's not gonna be Casper showing up at your door. But mind you, if it was Casper showing up at your door, honey, you'd be grateful, okay? Because there's other things out there that are nasty that could show up. Maybe some of you have had an experience like that, right? Where it's made you fearful about how powerful your intuition is, or how powerful your abilities are. But you are someone that is divinely protected. You've got the angel here with the lovers. What you do with this energy is going to be up to you. Just know that you are divinely guided and protected. So do not worry, right? I think I had seen the protection here, or was I thinking of group 1? Well, whatever the case is, I feel protection is around you, so don't fear. So, honey, that's what I see for you over the next 7 days. Amazing. I loved your reading. If you found this reading insightful or helpful in any way, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye. Hi, group 3. You chose this card. Maybe you're listening to music and bopping and having a good old time. I feel like it could be a very uplifting, positive week for you, where music raises your vibration, right? Some of you, maybe you're in the music or entertainment industry. Doesn't have to be, but yeah, I feel like this is a week of dancing around and feeling good. All right, let's get your oracle cards out here first. Spirit, for my group 3, my beautiful, handsome individuals in group 3. Excuse me, what is going on for them over the next 7 days for my beautiful, handsome group 3s? All right, so we've got innovation. That card caught my eye as I was shuffling. Spirit, for my group threes, what is happening for them over the next 7 days? You got 2 cards for this. All right. Your first card is investment. And then we've got influence. Okay. Some of you, maybe you are influencers or you do stuff publicly. All right. We've got locked. Excuse me. All right. Back of the deck, we got saving face. Maybe you chose group 1 because there's a mask in this image. But this one's black, honey. The other ones were colorful. You may need to grin and bear it to maintain respect and keep your job, or you need to smile and make nice to get the position you want. All right, so you're saving face. You're trying to be unbothered about whatever happens this week, okay? You're like, I'm not letting bitches or delays or setbacks affect me, okay? Yeah, you're coming up with new strategies to keep your plans in motion, okay? So you're thinking something is outdated. It no longer serves you. You need to do something about it. You're investing into something you do. Maybe you're investing more time and energy into influencing here. All right. So some of you could be public speakers or you're content creators, or your voice and opinions are important, group 3. All right. Inner conflict. One more. What's happening for my group 3s? All right. Something might not happen this week, something that you've been wanting, but it's not a reason for you to give up. It's like, keep doing it, keep showing up, release expectations. I love it. Okay. Do not lock yourself into a way of thinking. All right. Unexpected revelation. A shocking revelation will change your perspective. Excuse me. So what I see for you, group 3, is that you're revamping your strategy in whatever field you work in, or whatever it is that you do. It's like you're coming up with new ways, testing things out. Some of you have super big plans in terms of marketing or putting yourself out there, or a service that you offer, or using your voice to market something, right? You're building your influence, you're building your status. But there is a decision that you need to make that could pose a conflict for you. And your best course of action is to release expectations, let go of expectations, and allow things to unfold naturally. Some of you might be getting a bit impatient with wanting to see results on something new. All right. But it's like, just revamp and then go for it. Here with lock, it says work you may want may not be in reach now. You can take a temp position while awaiting an opening. Your new place offers job security. So maybe you've been doing something and it hasn't worked. So in the meantime, you're doing something else, right? It's like waiting for something better to come along, and whatever it is that you do will be better than where you're at now. And this could go for the same as the strategy component, right? So what you're working on building is going to yield better results than what you had been doing before. But you're conflicted. You're like, do I go left or right? What do I do? All right, Spirit, for my group 3s, tell me about their week ahead. What's happening? Some of you could be in the music industry or entertainment, social media. Okay. And you could have like a 9-to-5 job, or a traditional job, and then you have like a creative job or a side hustle or something, and you're like, how much time do I give to my side hustle? What's going to prove to be stable in the long run, right? Spirit, for my group 3s, what is happening this week? Excuse me, a confirmation. I saw a tarot reader the other day, and she burped on camera. She's like, that's confirmation. When I burp, that's confirmation. So now it's going to be my confirmation. And it's like, no, bitch, you had a shit ton of coffee. That's why you burping, honey. Okay. So let's not lie. Okay. Oh, goodness. All right. We got the Hanged Man. We've got the Lovers. Who got this? The group 3. No, group 2 got the Lovers, but in the outcome position. All right. So, okay. So group 3, I'm getting to tell you right away, don't be upset. Do not get upset. Okay. It's not a difficult week, but it's something that you're doing is very competitive. Okay. We got the Queen of Wands and the Seven of Wands in the reverse, and the Four of Cups in the reverse. Some of you are feeling dejected, rejected, ignored, and you're feeling like giving up on something. Like you feel like this Queen of Wands is normally confident, but it's the darker side of tarot. This deck is, right? Which one we're using? We're using this deck, the Dark Whimsical Tarot. The purpose behind this one is to show the shadowy side of each card, right? Even the nice ones have a meaning, right? Just like you see the Three of Swords, that's typically a broken, bleeding heart. But here in the background, there's something blooming. So it's meant to show you that things are temporary, that not everything is as it seems, and that nothing is permanent. Everything changes, okay? So, yeah, first, let's get that out of the way. But here with the Queen of Wands in the back of the deck, it shows that something that you're working on or something that you want feels like it's out of reach. And it feels this way because you're letting insecurity cloud your judgment, okay? But in order for you to be successful, you have to be a bit more innovative. And just because you make the change this week doesn't mean that you're going to see the results this week itself. Keep going. Some of you are at that point where you feel like giving up on something right before you hit the finish line, or right before something is successful. You feel like something is stuck this week. But this is going to be a very productive week in the sense that you're going to get to look at something from all different angles and realize that the way that you invest your time and energy might be a calculated risk, but it's to your benefit. You're not going into something blindly because you've sat and taken the time to look at this, or you will this week. All right. So I feel like some of you have like a side hustle, or you want to transition from your current job into something better, right? Because where you're at, you feel like it's not fulfilling. It's not giving me the results that I want. It's not bringing me what I want. Therefore, there's this air of dissatisfaction or unhappiness. Not in a bad way, like, oh, I'm so depressed, I'm brokenhearted. Not that type of unhappy, but just knowing the fact that you could have something better. Some of you are going to make money with your voice or the way that you carry yourself on camera. You could be an actor, an actress, right? It's like you're someone that could persuade the masses if you stick to your guns and you take the time to continue brushing up your skills or sprucing up your talents, right? It's adopting things, releasing what hasn't worked and implementing something new that's going to pay off in the long run. This is a bit slower moving energy. We've got watery energy here. And then the Wands here is about competition, okay? What you don't see here is that you will need to make a decision here with inner conflict. And this makes decision making difficult, all right? Are you going to choose what you truly love? Can you release it? Can you release the expectation? Because in part, that's what this is. All right. Now I feel compelled to pull a card for this inner conflict and the Lovers, because this is what you don't see coming this week. Okay. Spirit, for my group 3s, tell me about this. Ooh, you got 2 cards. One fell on the floor. We got the Six of Wands. And the other card that fell on the floor is a Knight of Pentacles. Look. Oh, group 3, what you don't see is that you're going to have a lot of victory and success. Even though she looks like shit. She's looking like fuck. Okay. Even though she looks this way, it's still the Six of Wands and it's still victory and success. And it's like, I made it. Now what? Here with the Knight of Pentacles, something feels like it's so far off in the future because it's taking a minute. It's delayed gratification, okay? But gratification, no less. Keep showing up, keep building, keep investing. And even though your success is going to take a while, it's still success. It's better to take it like one step at a time and build something, because the Knight of Pentacles is also someone that is very consistent, someone that is pays attention to detail, wants to carry out the work in a way that's not rushed. It's someone that's methodical, someone that's careful, very precise energy. And even with innovation, it's giving me, don't these kind of look like pentacles? All right. It's kind of, you know, the gears here, it's like money, like coins. And then we've got that investment coin over here. Some of you, maybe you're into Bitcoin. But what you don't see coming is that a decision that you make is going to be worth your time, because you're reaching a level of success, of fame, of, you know, I can say as far as fame, if that's what you're after, right? Recognition. If I'm not talking about like Justin Bieber kind of fame, but it could be, okay? Like the sky's the limit, honey. But it's getting recognition. It's giving recognition and notoriety, but it's delayed. Okay. So now here with release expectations as your action, this is what's going to allow you to move forward. Even if there's competition here, some of you feel intimidated here with the Five of Wands. It's like maybe there's a lot of people out there that are trying to make it onto the music scene. But something about what you do, you're sticking to your guns and showing out, like showing up and competing. Release this expectation and fight. Fight like hell, group 3, okay? Fight like hell, all right? And this is friendly competition, okay? It's not like the Five of Swords, which is nasty energy. I'm going to say and do whatever I need to get ahead. This is more like, oh man, there's so much talent out here. Do I stand a chance? Yes, you do, honey. Yes, you do. Because even though there could be 100,000,000 singers or songwriters or whatever it is that you do for creativity, nobody does it like you. And don't copy anyone. There could be people copying you. Six of Wands is one of those cards that other people admire, and they try to also do what you do, right? Now, I don't know why I'm getting copycat energy. Maybe because I'm looking at cats. So some of you, maybe someone's copying your style. Don't go copying anybody else's style, group 3. Be original, okay? So, yeah. In your outcome here this week, we've got locked. So locked with the Three of Swords. So it might feel disheartening that even though you're over here strategizing and making changes, you're not having that breakthrough that you want. However, something is blooming in the background here with the flowers. You will get your flowers. Not this week, not the way that you want, but it's the start of something where you're locking something down. It's going to be, once you get this Six of Wands, nobody can take it from you. It's a victory that no one can take from you. So stick to your guns. Keep doing what you're doing, group 3. You're beautiful. You're lovely. You're handsome. Okay, just keep going. Let's get you some advice, honey. You know what? I didn't pull tea leaves for this brew. What the heck? All right. Yeah, your fellow citizens over there. Okay, might see like, what the heck? For my group 3s, some of you, maybe you are a woman, or there's something, dealings or relationships with a woman. All right, we missed it completely. Torch, spiritual development or enlightenment, awareness and understanding. That connects to the Hangman, okay? So this period of things not happening is all meant for something. Firecracker, excitement, love, beware of self-delusion. Okay, so there is excitement. There's a love for what you do, a love for you. Here with self-delusion, that can fall either way. That can fall either way. The delusion can be that you're never going to make it. And the delusion can also be that you're the best at what you do. Not saying that you're not. Look, you're highly thought of. Confirmation. Maybe you are one of the best ones at whatever it is that you do. Group 3, I'm getting, if you're someone that is trying to make it out in public, maybe you have your own channel, your own TikTok, your own YouTube or whatever, you're meant to be in the spotlight. You are highly thought of, and you bring awareness to people that need, right? That need something from you. And that's why you're highly thought of. So, yeah, I see people really, really resonating with you. Okay. So let's get you some guidance. Some of you need to take care of your vocal cords or something about like your throat is happening. For my group 3s, what do they need to know about the next 7 days? What advice do you have? Okay, we got stop. Don't stop believing. Reflection. Street lights. Look, doesn't it kind of look similar? I'm always finding similarities. Determination and inner conflict. It's like both is pointing upwards. So you're rising up. This period of delay is for you to reflect and for you to align with the path that you need to take to make things happen. Intuition. Yeah, trust your intuition, group 3. Don't be sad, okay? Don't be sad about it. Space. Caution. Fear. Let go of the fear of you not succeeding or you not making this goal of yours a reality. Vibe out this week. All right, relax. Listen to some uplifting music. Move your body around, dance around. This thing that you're working on is going to take a minute. So you might as well have fun while you're doing it, right? Group 3, that's what I have for you, honey. Thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. If you found this reading insightful, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Do all the things. I appreciate you. I'll see you later. Bye.